Happy Hump Day. Hump Day. Guess what day it
Hump
is?
Day.
That's still the best Geico commercial ever.
Oh. Someday we'll have an assistant.
An assistant?
Maybe. Why couldn't we have an assistant? Christians talked about moving here. Becca. Maybe they could come assist. Shit. Who knows, right? So I hope you all are having a good one. I'm getting logged in here. Get going.
You gonna turn down the music?
Yeah. Get that
Intro.
out. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's Wednesday?
Oh, yes. Are we on
Not yet.
the right one?
No.
The bar is open with Beth and Greg.
There we are.
Let's turn the volume down on this. I don't know where your volume is.
Right there.
All right. Let's
Thanks.
try not to smash that thing. So, give it a couple minutes.
It's doing it again.
What?
It's clicking. It's glitching.
Shouldn't be. I don't know. We've got signal.
It seems like it might have fixed itself.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. It's got full bars. Let's go check it out. Somebody else.
No, it's not doing it anymore. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
It's good now.
Okay.
How's it going, my friend? My beautiful, beautiful friend.
Good.
It's Wednesday, already July 8th.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
This year's flying by.
Yep.
Hey, that's a new koozie.
I know.
Where'd you get it?
The neighbor. He brought over like 10 of them.
He's got the best koozies.
It's Burning Bush.
What's that?
It's a like a tree company. It's 210-900 Bush. That's why I used it. It's hilarious.
That's awesome. Cheers.
Yeah,
Happy
cheers,
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing good. Give it a minute or two.
Have to drink.
Geez. It's a
You're the
lot.
worst,
I
dude.
swear.
I don't understand why that's such a challenge.
Wonder
for
when
you.
your friend from England's going to come back.
Make a guest appearance.
Make a guest appearance.
I see him every day.
I know. He just hangs
Random
out. He
hair
just doesn't
driving
like
me
to be
nuts.
on camera.
No,
evidently.
he's shy.
He's shy.
Outside of
It's
acting,
quiet,
he
too.
doesn't like
He's
the
very
limelight. I don't mind quiet.
Yeah. He's just a weird audience member that stands in the corner,
Judging.
stares at you.
Judging eyes.
You're like, listen, Mr. Dornan.
No, I'm not sure. I'm going to call him Christian.
Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray standing over in the corner behind camera.
Although that's
just
not
doesn't
him
like
as
to hang
Gray,
out.
because Gray didn't have a full-on beard.
What's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you had an awesome 4th of July, even if it was limited, and just hung out with friends,
Yeah,
family.
I mean, I
cooked,
talked to a few
ate.
people, and they were like, yeah, it was uneventful. Did some barbecue, smoked
Yeah.
some meat, had small family members over. Not
Right.
small, but small.
Small group of people.
Yeah, and
Right.
so it was,
It's awesome.
it was nice for us because we were out of the house for literally 4 days, which...
Yeah. We're going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah, it was nice. Outside of Padre in May, that's the first time we've been outside the house extended, which was much needed.
It was just a good getaway for a bit, right?
Right.
I mean, someplace, you need to talk social.
Reprise? Is that the word? For like a break?
A break. It was a good break.
I know, but there's a better word for that.
Oh, we're going to get into that shit later
I
on,
think
too.
it's
Reprise.
reprise. I
Maybe.
have to look it up. I don't know.
So welcome to the bar is open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg.
I'm Beth.
Yeah. So hope you guys again are doing well. Real quick, just go out, hit bars open with Beth and Greg on our Instagram page. Check that out. It's kind of just a little, we're just kind of kicking it off. Also check out the Facebook page. If you are not already out there, go out, like it, share it, do whatever.
Oh, Tara's in Florida for her birthday. Happy birthday.
Nice.
Hope you're doing something fun.
Absolutely. What's
Melinda's
up, Melinda?
on. Hello, my friend.
Michelle. Hi.
I'm waving back at you, Michelle.
Waving.
Well, she waved, so I'm waving.
Oh, waving.
Yeah.
And then peace from Michelle, from Melinda. What's up? Peace.
Both of us said peace.
Yeah. So it was for us. It was a long weekend. I mean, it was a great
good
weekend.
It was an exhausting weekend.
Really tired. So we're still kind of recovering a bit, and it wasn't from anything other. We stayed up too late.
Yeah.
It was too damn hot.
Very hot. I mean,
And
that itself is
The
exhausting.
dogs. We brought all 3 of our dogs with us. We have a little 20-foot
20-foot.
travel trailer.
So I love, though, that we ended up, we're such an old married couple now. So the trailer has a queen size and a queen size. one of the queen sizes converts into a table, so it's where you can sit down and eat.
Slept apart.
We slept apart
all weekend
because with the dogs, it made more sense to have one body and let the dogs figure out where they want to sleep.
And it was 9 million degrees.
Yeah. Plus, you also get crammed in the. So I get the wall side. He gets the wall side. So his, like, if he sits up too fast and he's too far in the wall, he's going to hit his head. But because I wake up in the middle of the night a couple times, so we decided we were going to split it. It was quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it actually made it a little bit easier. You know, but
it's still too small.
It was hot as fuck, though.
Oh, it was so hot.
It was Phoenix hot.
It's still hot. It's going to be even hotter. It's going to be Phoenix hot this weekend.
But being out there, I don't know.
It was 102.
Yeah, I think it hit 100.
No, it was 101 or 102 on Sunday.
Was it the feels like?
No, on my watch, it doesn't do feels like. It gives you.
I don't know.
The actual temperature.
It was hot as shit.
It was hot. It was really hot. It
was humid.
It was humid. And where we were, the breeze took a little longer to come in because of all the camps around. So
yeah, it was interesting. I mean, like,
sweaty.
It was a cool little place though that we were at. And sorry, like that's the next thing. It's like we had an epic episode 27 fail.
Oh yeah,
which was I called it. I was like, sorry guys, we can't do this. People couldn't hear us.
I tried really hard to get him to delete it, and he wouldn't delete it.
No, it's out there. It's out there just for the hell of it. It's 10 minutes long. If you're bored, go watch it. But
no, don't go watch it. It's not any good. It's like snort.
But it literally got dark in like I feel like it was 5 minutes.
It felt like 5 seconds. It's like twilight, like a little bit of light, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody turned off the light switch, and we were like, okay, bye. Gotta go watch fireworks. Which DC, they did have great fireworks. So the houses across the way that are like people's, I don't know if it's
on the lake. They're lake houses.
They're lake houses. If they're permanent resident houses, whatever, they're right on the lake. Gorgeous big homes, and these people also spent a lot of money on fireworks.
They have fireworks competitions.
They had like fancy fireworks, like
the big
ones that blow up in multiple colors that I didn't even know that like civilians could buy.
Well, it's Texas, just outside of our.
I know, but I didn't even know you could buy those from like
in Texas.
Mr. Fireworks stand.
Oh no, you can buy you can spend some cash on fireworks.
And they obviously did, and so they had like a little competition, and it went for a good 30 minutes. Like they'd go over here, and like 3 houses down, they'd go, and then one of the houses in the middle would go, and so it was really cool.
It was cool. It was just a cool. It kind of made it more 4th of July.
It did. It was good to see.
Even though a lot of the cities are canceling. I know Hampton Beach, where I grew up, they canceled theirs.
I know here, Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld still had theirs.
How you doing?
But I don't know what time it was at or what they look like. I did have somebody that lives over in like Braun that I was in a meeting today said that they did see fireworks, but it was neighborhood fireworks. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of neighborhoods popped them off.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless if they're legal or not.
As long as I've...
Did you guys see the video of L.A.? Like there was a helicopter flying by and it's ballistic. It's just like
fireworks central.
In every square inch of that camera shot.
Because California can't catch on fire.
Well, no, Gavin Newsom said like no fireworks are outlawed this year or whatever.
Who's Gavin?
The mayor or whatever.
That's why I don't know. Because
he's the governor. And he was basically said, well, I mean, I understand California.
No, absolutely.
I've worked in wildfire stuff.
He's a waste of skin. His idea to have fireworks illegal was not a waste.
Right, but it went nuts.
No, nobody listens. I mean, think about it. As long as I've lived in Texas, off and on.
Wicked sunburnt. Yeah, dude. Join the club. Me too.
Fireworks aren't allowed in city limits, and I can tell you, growing up, fireworks were everywhere.
Remember, last Wednesday.
No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we had like a boom.
Yeah, that we didn't know
and
what
I
it was.
Like, what in the shit was that? Somebody lit a firework off, like a big one. I'm sure. Fairly certain I know who it was.
We don't know for sure. But, so we got that on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, so we met this really cool couple. They were the next camp over. Funny thing is they went to John Marshall, my high school.
Well, it was
they graduated a handful of years, a good 6 years before me. But, especially now because they live at 281 and 1604. So
do you know what the hell that means?
Well, it's far. It's like 30 minutes from here.
It's the highways.
But to be camping right next to somebody when a camp can hold 150 campers, to have them be the people, they're like, hey, so where'd you live? Oh, here. He was mentioning San Antonio Ranch, which I told you is where our stomping grounds. Right. We would do bonfires back there. That's where he lived. Right. So he grew up back there. So it was just a small world and really cool people, really fun. They had a pontoon boat.
We went out,
We've been
chilled on.
forever because Greg goes back and forth. We should buy a boat. We should buy jet skis. We should buy a boat. And my comeback is, or we could just make friends with somebody who has a boat or a jet ski. And now we finally have friends with a boat.
As long as they'll keep accepting us.
Yes.
Spring
you're
beer.
correct. I mean,
good, I guess, right?
Oh.
Evidently, my dogs found something out front. So, keeping in mind that this is live and we've got animals all over the house, so.
It's kind of like being in meeting for work, though. All of a sudden,
yeah, this is being at work.
Elmer's like, bitches,
and
let
he's
me
like,
in.
let me in. I
Yeah.
need security. Sorry.
But so we had fun on their pontoon boat.
Brenna,
we
how
got
are
to go all the way across the lake and see the dam, and the water
Easy
was
underwriter,
gorgeous.
I know, dude. I'm not an underwriter anymore, but it's in my blood.
Oh, yes.
Angie,
all
what's
the time.
going on? How are you?
So yeah, we met those cool people.
It was awesome. It was just nice to get out on a boat. It's
was.
been like 4 years for us or something like
Probably
that.
longer than that.
Maybe, yeah. We have little kayaks and we just kayaked around.
We did
and
kayak
stuff.
one day, and that was really
It's
fun.
fun. So if you guys can, those are relatively inexpensive and
Right.
a good way to check out.
What did you call them? You called them
Poor man's-
biped?
No?
Biped boat or something? You called it something like that because it was a boat, but it was a manual boat.
Bitch boats?
No,
I called them bitch boats. I know that.
that's not what I'm referring to. Like, you used a word that said it's a boat of a mechanical source.
I don't know. I was just making shit.
We were
up.
drinking.
We were at the lake for 4 days. Are you kidding me?
We were drinking.
I mean, it was like we didn't have to go anywhere. We had food. We had beers. We were good. So
We were. So funny thing is, though, that we didn't have to go anywhere. We did actually have to go to the store both days. One, because
Nice.
Greg forgot water.
of all the fucking things, I've got cases of that shit.
Absolutely. That's why I was like, how the hell do you, Planner America, forget water, which is like the most essential thing in
Because
life?
I went to the dentist on Thursday. I had to go do my other shit on Thursday.
Excuses. We left on Friday.
It just
we packed the food on Friday.
yeah, it just slipped my mind.
But
yeah,
so we had to go the first day to get water.
not a paddle boat. It's just a kayak, dude.
Kayak.
I must have made a. I
You
made up
did
some
when we were
dumbass
out
thing.
there. Because
I
remember
know.
we were drooling over that.
Because she kept running over me, trying to anyway.
Paddle faster, bitch.
No, you were out of control.
I wasn't
you were
out of
fucking
control.
Out of control.
I was not out of
You were just
control.
right. I'm like, no. You have to do both. Just fucking circles.
Sure. We'll let you pretend. But we were drooling
No,
over that
right.
dude's boat. That's
Oh,
what we
yeah.
were talking about. So this other guy that Greg and I talk to anyone all the time. And we were drooling over his boat, and I kind of felt weird because we were staring at them so much that when they finally walked by, I was like, we've been admiring your boat. Didn't want them to think we were the creepy stalker peeper
But I'm like,
people.
that's a really nice wake boat.
Yeah, I
We
was
had,
like,
a wakeboard
that is a
boat.
really awesome boat. And
boat,
he was
yeah.
like, thanks. And we ended up talking to him. He was like, sucks though, dude, because we started with those
Last
pointing to
year,
our
and he
kayaks.
ends up buying
He's
like
like,
a
and now I have this boat.
$60,000
And now we
boat.
can't tent camp. And my wife doesn't want to tent camp anymore. She wants a trailer now. I was like, it just keeps...
Adding on.
It does. It adds on. And then you were like, we should buy a jet ski. I was like, we're not buying a jet ski. See? We just heard him. You buy one, and the next thing you know, you want two, and then
Three
you
more
want
jet skis.
boats. And
There's two of us. We need
Yeah.
one for the dogs.
well, I'm not going to ride bitch. Sorry. Not.
Oh, yeah. So by the end of it, it was a sweaty mess.
Greg went through so many shirts. It's
it was
ridiculous.
so hot. It was humid as shit.
And and that's the other reason why, because we were going to come home on Sunday, but we were having so much fun, we decided to stay
Extended a day.
through the reservation because we had the spot till Monday. So then we
Right.
had to go back to the store again and actually get food and beverages to last
That's right.
the weekend. But by Monday morning, me and Mickey mostly, we were like, and
He
we're
was.
out.
Did he just walk up to the door and stare?
He didn't even want to be outside. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm over
and
this.
He's our little guy. I mean, he's lower to the ground, so it's
and
hotter.
he's black, so he automatically
Yeah.
gets the heat from
So
the
he
ground
just-
and the heat from his
They
color.
just hung out in the air conditioning for a few days. I mean, we'd take him out. walk
We
him,
would.
do
We were
whatever,
smart
and
about it because it was so
So
hot.
many
they
deer.
couldn't-
Oh, the deer that. We left the buckets outside. The food buckets outside. What the fuck? I mean, didn't even think of it, right? And
I think it was a raccoon that hit it first
open that thing up,
because they had to pop a lid.
right? I don't think deer have opposable thumbs. The last I
I'm just glad
checked.
the big ice chest with the food is hard to open.
Well, that's
Like you have to
bear-proof practice.
you have to have substantial brain
But
function to open
raccoons
that.
can,
But
man. And
if
I
they
wake
figure
up
it
at
out.
3 o'clock in the morning with Lucy.
Oh,
like,
Lucy's
on the
going
bed.
great, like barf.
There's a
Not
big
barking
ass
a lot,
deer
but barf.
right outside
Barf.
the door. Open it up. I'm like, get out of here! I'm
Knock
like,
the
"Oh."
dog food over, dog food
3 o'clock
everywhere.
in the morning. I'm like,
It was
what
5 actually.
Felt like 3.
So 5 o'clock in the morning, we had to get up, clean it up because the dogs are going to go crazy if deer kept coming.
Yeah.
put the food away, and then it was a lesson learned.
A camping adventure, but there was a million deer.
There was a million, and such cute little baby fawns.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's a cool little place. If you ever get to come out, it's right up at Medina Lake. We can hit us up.
Lake Medina RV is where we stayed, but Medina Lake is a gorgeous lake. So yeah, you can't go wrong.
And we ate well. Other than that, it was fun. We had a good time.
We're still tired.
Still tired. Still catching up.
I think I'm still dehydrated.
I know.
I feel like.
Got back. Oh, yeah. So that's like my next thing to talk about is the travel trailer and just sweating and everything, man. It was one of those things that...
It's definitely a love-hate relationship when you have
a
recreational vehicle of any sort.
Right. It's like two things happened. One, the first day...
Two things happened. One was the trailer and the second one was Greg.
Yeah, absolutely. But the toilet clogs up. I'm like, what in the shit do you do with
Literally.
that? Right? So I go over and ask our newfound friends, like, what do you do about this? And
any recommendations?
Explains. I'm like, I don't want to do that, I don't think. Right?
He's like, get a long stick. Just shove it down. Oh. See if you can get it to fall into the tank.
Like, oh, no. So we figured it out, got it fixed. And then on the last day.
And we did, thank goodness.
Yep. On the last day, on the way home, we were all packed up, ready to go. It's amazing what two little fucking pins will do.
It wasn't two.
Well, technically, all I needed was one.
Well, technically, all you needed was one. But you lost all the big pin and then 5 little pins.
So I must have put them on the tailgate or something, and we had to go into town, come back.
We had to figure it out. We had to rig it.
We rigged it. Figured it out, got back here, and I have another trailer hitch pin. But it was one of those things that we were just like...
We have a checklist now that we're going to be putting together on my phone. That'll be like, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this?
Travel trailer, just hit us up. And no matter what you get, it's never big enough.
No, because the people that we made friends with have a 24, 28.
I don't know.
24, 28. It's big compared to ours, and they're like, we think we need to step it up one. I'm like, oh my Lord.
And it's 2 people.
That's a castle compared to my little 20-foot.
As long as it's got air conditioning and a toilet, you're good, dude.
So
that was kind of just a couple funny things that just happened.
It was an adventure, and there's always mishaps and fun and
little things that happen. Yeah. So as we're kind of talking, Beth's on the way out there. So there was a house up on the hill. Like on a hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, it kind of looks like this old English house. It's beautiful, big, giant.
Swiss house, something. And I was like, are you talking about a chalet? And he looked at me, he was like, what? And I was like, reading.
I'm
all of these great words.
Do you have any new updates on books for people that you can recall offhand?
I do. The one I'm reading right now is actually, so I'll say her, Ivy Simone, I think is her
Yeah, you can go
name.
into it. We can pull it back up after. So, but it was funny because she's like, my vocabulary is expanding.
Yeah, Ivy. Her name is.
What's the name of the book?
This book is called. It's one of the series.
Undone?
No, it's called the.
Bear with us.
Unraveled. It's
Unraveled.
It's a series of books.
It's the Untangled series.
Book 1. There's 3 books total. These are good because it actually has like a story to it. So like this one is kind of like. They're somebody's threatening their lives because they want something that somebody has, but they don't know what it is. So they have to kind of find the mystery out. And it turns out it's the guy.
Somebody has something that somebody wants that they don't know what it is.
Right. No. So the guy said, find this or I'm going to kill your mother. And then I'm going to kill each of you one individually. And they're like, what the hell are you looking for?
You just randomly walk around their house.
That's what they've been trying to find out. And so it turns out it's his dad. No, his dad was doing some under the table illegal stuff.
Okay.
And now a Russian mobster wants it back.
Oh.
And so like there's a love interest and you know.
Interesting.
It's good. It's a good story. I'm enjoying it. So
awesome.
That's what's important. I don't care if anyone else likes it. But
fine. Yeah. Good deal.
But yeah, so I'm learning, my vocabulary is expanding. I look at certain stuff that we had that conversation. I'm like, what pisses me off is that they'll use a word that they could just say like, I'm trying to think of what it's a word that means same thing as like young person, like not a kid, not an adult, but like no, it's a word. I'll have to find it and I'll put it on the page, but it just basically means young, inexperienced adult.
Yeah.
So it's not a kid, but it's not a
go out and like But that
it's like in something or other, but I'll have to find it because it's been coming up a lot in this book, and I'm like, why not just immature adult?
She's got it stuck in her head and she's writing it out.
Yeah, and I know that they try to mix up the words so it stays exciting.
So anyway,
it's
she's using a bunch of fancy words.
I am
all the
trying
time
to,
now.
anyways.
It's kind of funny. It's good. I love it. It's fun. One of the funny. So,
cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers to you
Drink
guys.
this time.
Yep. Cheers. It's Wednesday. For us, it's a shorter week. I don't know about
because we took Monday
else.
off.
We did take Monday off, but again, just not. Dan said idiot for a young person. Well, yeah,
yes,
that's it, dude.
Also good word for an experienced adult.
We're looking
but
for.
That's not. No.
Shit, could be.
Touche, Dan. Touche.
Yep. So,
I thought he was calling you an idiot.
No, fuck off. He's not calling me. Cheers. Hey, Shannon, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. So, Joey Chestnut, I hope you guys watched the hot dog eating contest.
I love a good hot dog.
Dude,
but
so there's like a whole bunch of people up there. And the female winner, I can't remember her name.
She's a little girl, too,
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
yeah.
It's super fit. Her and her
But she ate like
fiance
40-ish.
She probably ate more than this. She only had to go to 45 to break her record. Yeah, to break the world record.
I think she broke it by like one.
She was on the news. They showed like her camp, basically.
Yeah.
They were eating like every 3 days, they were eating like 50 hot dogs. He wasn't even competing, but he would do it with her. And I love a hot dog.
I don't know about you guys.
What's
going on,
hot
Dave?
dog, but I can't. After 75, do you think they eat them outside of the year besides this time of year?
Well, they're food eating competitors.
I know,
so
like
one of them, like Kobayashi or whatever, does like kimchi contests and how many pounds of that can you cheese curd contests and like.
But so that brings it like, do you eat that any other time of the year? Are you like
you have to train to like
flipping over hot dogs
The thing
until
is,
next May?
Like the biggest dude there, I don't remember his name exactly. Big fucker, right? He only got down like 16 hot dogs. It's like the skinny little people.
But you have to build up an endurance to it as well. So I sometimes
You
think
have to be
people,
able to like stretch your
I think
stomach
people
out.
think I'm a big guy and I can eat a lot, so I could definitely put away 25. No,
it's like I don't want to call it a sport. Is it a billiard? It's not a billiard. What is that? Like it's just an eating thing.
I don't really care
It's pretty
enough
nuts.
to know what kind of category it falls into.
Yeah. So, but Joey Chestnut, I nailed it.
75 of them. Oh, did you
hot
call
dogs.
it?
I called it. Yeah. 75
Interesting.
hot dogs.
Why did you call 75?
Because it was on another page and I was looking at it and it came up and I said he's going to do 75.
Interesting.
He beat it by one. He beat his prior record or by 1 or 2, something like that.
All right.
And I was like 75.
Well, and I was listening to the podcast when you were listening to the podcast because he was on. Was he on Drinking Bros or was he on the
was on
Ross
the Drinking
Patterson?
Bros
Okay.
podcast.
And they were counting and they were like 76, maybe 77. We have to see if those count. They were so excited. I was like,
Still
it's
beat the
hot
record.
dogs. It's hot
Crushed it.
dogs. Yeah.
Guy's got 13 yellow mustard belts now. That's the
Ugh,
belt.
God, that's so gross.
13. That's a lot of eating, man. So yeah,
And-
that's a follow up.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's sponsored by Nathan's as well.
Stacy, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. What's Dan say? A lot of people eat mostly lettuce because it helps expand their.
Really?
Right? I mean,
Why?
it's just all water. Lettuce is water, right? You just eat heads of lettuce or whatever, and
Just a big salad.
water. Ooh, that's got to be brutal, though.
Well, they do this thing too where they get the dog and they dunk the bun. No, they dunk the bun. They tear it apart, dunk the bun, get it wet, and then I'm like, what's the point? I'm trying to talk.
It is, dude.
Dumb. So dumb. But what's the point of wetting it and sogging it up?
I think it just makes it go down because you can't eat dry buns.
Tons.
Can't eat dry buns.
I don't know. It's just
No, you can't. I think it's like
still gross.
It's like
that
have you ever seen like the
Cinnamon
saltine,
challenge?
or the saltine cracker challenge? Like you cannot put 6 in your mouth. You cannot eat 6 or something like that
at a
in
time.
row
Oh,
because it
really?
literally
I have to try
there's
that.
salt. We'll get it on video. We'll try it out. But it literally there's salt. There's so much salt and it's so dry. You have no saliva.
You start getting parched.
Right? So it's one of those things. It's just nuts. Yeah.
All right. I think
So on to TV stuff.
Oh yeah. So we got 6 new channels on the
So we
YouTube
have the
TV.
YouTube TV. We switched over from that.
Well, when PlayStation View went away,
back,
so at the beginning of the year, PlayStation View, which we really liked PlayStation View, but I guess they weren't
if you're
getting
looking for
enough
something
business.
other than cable.
Yeah, and it's
But it did go up in price.
It did, but
I don't watch 3/4 of shit on there.
I do though, because like even if I'm reading, I still have to have the TV on because it can't be quiet. A quiet house drives me nuts. But what's kind of fun about it is because of these 6 new channels, I have a ton of new movies in this quarantine time. I was really sick of the same damn movie. You know how many times I've watched Pacific Uprising or the Pacific 2? Yeah. Or, and I love The Mummy. I've seen The Mummy a ton.
Yeah. Like 97,000.
No, seriously. Fifth Element.
Every single time it comes up. Well, The Fifth Element's my favorite
It's still, you know how many times I've seen that in the last 3 months?
And I can continue to watch.
That's
Mummy.
how I am with The Mummy. I mean, if it's on, I'm going to support it. But like, there's so many
Brandon
movies.
Fraser and I've got
Mia Vikovic. Yeah.
And Bruce Willis. Come on. Chris Tucker.
But it's funny because now, like tonight, The Italian Job was on. I was like, oh, we haven't seen that in quarantine time.
We are watching some oldie movies.
Yeah,
not oldie, but a couple.
Well, this one was 2003.
Yeah.
So it's 17 years.
old.
It's funny to see how different they look now.
Yeah.
Because I just saw Charlize Theron has a new movie coming out Friday on Netflix.
Yeah.
About immortals. They're immortals.
Phone in here?
No. Why? What do you need?
I'll mention it.
But to see her in this interview and how different she looks from 2003, I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad about what's transitioned to me, because she's still beautiful, but she definitely is.
Charlize Theron.
You know, she's got shorter hair now. I wonder why women.
Was she the one that did Aeon Flux? She was, right?
Yeah,
that was a great movie.
She was a super brunette, like black haired brunette.
I thought she could change her hair color. I thought. It's been a while since I've seen
I think she could as well, but I think she was really, she had black hair through most of the.
She could put bullets in her arms and shit like that. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, Hannah season 2 on Amazon Prime.
I don't watch it.
She didn't watch Hannah season 1. I think it's based on a movie, right? Mm-hmm. Excuse me. But yeah, Hannah season 2's better, I think.
You're enjoying it
so far than Hannah season 1. So go check that out. If you have Amazon Prime, you get that shit for free.
Yeah,
kind of as part of.
You have Netflix. The Charlize Theron. I can't say her name.
Charlize.
See, now you can't say it.
Charlize
Theron movie comes out on Friday. Mm-hmm. Again, she's an immortal.
Right.
And I don't know what the premise is other than that. I saw it on the news this morning.
Okay. I don't know. Go check it out. But there's another one. It's Dan, maybe you can chime in on this real quick, but I was listening to a podcast earlier and it had what's Clint Eastwood's son on it?
Oh, he's so hot.
What's his name?
Clint Eastwood's son.
Clint Eastwood's son. But he plays Clinton Romachet, who is a Medal of Honor winner.
Okay.
And their movie, I think, is releasing pretty soon.
On what?
And that's going to be just on demand.
Okay.
So you can get it at home, but it's... Again,
so it's a movie going to the theaters, but coming on demand because theaters...
Well, yeah, theaters are shut down, so everything is going to on demand.
Is theaters shut down again?
I think so. Or at least in a lot of places. But
well, that's
check
good.
The comments and Dan, if you can check that.
So much like his dad. It's crazy.
Why can't I think of his freaking name?
I was watching him today in the Pacific Uprising earlier this afternoon when I was doing some work. And he was frowning and he was talking. I was like, dude, he is the spitting image and sound of his dad.
He absolutely
And his dad was really good looking, like literally up until his 7. And it's not like he's ugly now, but even like
he's a handsome, like
even like in his he's like
3 years old.
Cowboy dude, Sam.
I
can't think of his last name. He was in the
he was
Wyatt Earp. Sam, he's in the Doritos
We're
commercial.
Doing fucking terribly with names.
I know, Sam.
No, the dude that was on. God damn it.
He's in the Doritos commercial.
Hang on.
You should go to IMDb.
I am.
There's actually an
app.
It's
weird that there's like an internet you can go to.
There's actually an app that you can go to for IMDb. This thing? Yes, of course I do. But just put in Samuel Jackson. No, not Samuel Jackson.
Close.
Sam. Just put in Wyatt Earp.
Quiet time. Sorry, guys.
But so he's also the same way. Like he stayed very attractive.
He was in Wyatt Earp.
Yes.
I know people are jumping all over this thing. Be like, It's him. He's not in Wyatt Earp.
There's two of them. I don't know which one. Okay, just
It's
forget
okay.
it.
But it's the dude. He's
I'll put
the
a
dude
picture
in
of him.
Roadhouse.
Yes.
Yes. We need to look up Roadhouse.
Patrick Swayze. Did you know a song? Because we have some time while he looks up. I was flipping through channels and Patrick Swayze, I forgot he made an album.
Oh, She's Like the Wind.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just a single, right?
She's Like the Wind.
I was cracking up.
Fuck
I was
yeah,
like,
man.
I totally forgot that.
Yep.
Patrick Swayze, and then it made me think of Eddie Murphy also sang. So yeah, he was in Roadhouse. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Why isn't Roadhouse coming up in this?
Okay, you talk and let me try to work
I don't
my
know.
magic.
Whatever. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll post it out there. Just go back to the page, and I guarantee somebody's already brought it up. It's
I'm
fine.
sure.
Just go back to the page. I guarantee. Anyway,
Wait,
workouts.
where'd they go?
There you
There we
go.
go.
Workouts. It's not the wig guys.
Slide.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll figure this shit out. We'll post it out there. So Beth wanted to bring up how your workouts are going.
Well, mostly just because as I clear my throat because I took too deep of a breath. So I hate cardio. I mean,
Russell
I can't.
did play Wyatt on that one. I think you.
Russell, no, there's several Wyatt Earps. There is the one where it's Goldie Hawn's husband.
Russell Crowe. No. God.
0 for 0 tonight, guys.
Shit out of me.
He's in it. Chet from Weird Science is in it.
You're thinking like a completely weird one.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Roadhouse. 1989. Did you guys know that shit was in 1989? Sam Elliott. Jeez.
Sam Elliott, but hold on. Now I'm going to tell you.
It's fine. We're good. He wasn't in Roadhouse. He wasn't in.
Keep talking.
What? About what? This is a completely different topic now. We've moved on.
Squirrel.
We're on to new things, new adventures.
You're on to new things. Anyway, so new
Cheers.
channels, new
Damn it.
channels,
'Cause
new old
She's
movies.
just screwing up the
whole
movement of this
thing.
It's Wednesday. It's 9:35.
I have squirrel. I have squirrel all the time. You know that.
Squirrel.
How many of our conversations go down a rabbit hole of like 5 different directions because we start talking about one thing and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of this, which reminds me of this, which reminds me of this all the time. Brenna can attest to that because she was my cubby buddy for forever. Stephanie can attest to that because she's one of my besties. I do that with everything. You give me one topic, I can make it to 10.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I live with you
Lucky boy.
for the past, like, how long? 15
500 years.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
500,000.
Shut up. You're lucky.
So, next topic.
But yeah, so working out. So I hate cardio. And so I'm trying to like.
Well, first off, is everybody keeping up?
Are you working out?
Your workouts. It's kind of
If you are, tell me how you man up through your cardio because I feel like cardio's mind over matter.
Yeah.
So it's really your mental, and I just cannot do it.
You're
Can't
doing
do it.
all right, though,
I know, but I
mean,
watch
it's
people
after
work
a
out around me, and
4-day
there are people who
weekend.
killing it, and they don't stop, and I'm like, I've done 15 of those. That should be enough.
But you also took a 4-day weekend out at the lake, hung out, drank some beers.
I didn't.
She didn't drink
beer.
that bunch. But your White Claws or your whatever.
Yeah.
But she did pretty good. A couple nights she was like, nah,
Sunday
I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna
drink it.
read.
I drank a couple on Sunday, and I was like,
Yeah.
not feeling it, not doing it.
Right, but it's kind of
So
to her question was like,
how
is
do
it
you guys
mind over
muscle through your
matter,
cardio piece?
physical,
Like weights, I can do all. You know.
What's up, Becca? How you doing?
I had to do a ton of deadlifts. That didn't bother me.
Yeah, but that's not cardio.
I know, but it still works your whole system, and it still gets your heart rate up. But that I can do. But like
cardio is
straight on
just up and down,
burpees
up and down,
or jump squats, like 50 of them.
Right.
Not gonna
I
happen.
know. But just I hope you guys
Hate
are
it.
keeping it up because
It's good for you.
like for us, again, I think we mentioned this a couple times. We're going to be here through the end of the year at the
December.
house.
Yeah.
But we're lucky that our gym is open, or gyms are open down the street.
I think they're considered essential now. So
in Texas they are.
thank goodness.
So just kind of keep at it. It's important.
Share with me how you man up through your cardio because I need it. Greg just tells me to suck it up and do it. That's not working. That little piece of advice just goes in one ear and out the other, and I'm like, F you, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You'll make it. You'll live.
You won't.
I go to bed last night. And she's like, I was like, you need an inhaler or something?
Oh, because I did. I had an asthma attack yesterday. Like, I came home and I was like,
I'm dying.
Literally, every time I took
just your
deep
system
breath,
having-
I would wheeze. And I was like, why do I sound like I smoke like Craig and I don't?
But we had been basically eating and hanging out and not really being super physical.
I swam a little bit in the lake and I thought I was going to die.
But you held onto a rope and had a little noodle in
No. Remember when we were...
when we were dropping the kayaks
and
off?
I thought I'd get in there and it was like all rocks. And I was like, I'm just going to swim over there. And I swam what would have probably needed to have been like 25 yards. I swam like 10. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to skin my knee and get out on the rocks because I'm dying. I went halfway and was like, I'm out.
You should have just kept going because I think it got shot.
It did get shallower, but I figured it out.
It's all good.
I got myself out.
Fun fact of the day.
This is funny.
So Shannon said, I've been walking 3 to 5 miles a day at 5 a.m. That's awesome.
I'm not even human at 5 a.m.
No, I don't even.
And that's 7 o'clock our time, which I'm still not human at 7 a.m. here.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen 5 a.m. and
ever? No, hunting and
yeah.
snowboarding, you get up early.
Yeah.
Let me correct that. Snowboarding for the day when we lived in Colorado Springs or Phoenix and we had to drive.
Not when we stay there.
Not when we stay there. You still get up at like 10 when we stay there, and you're like, we're going to be out there 9 o'clock. And I'm like, right.
Well, then you've got all day anyway.
And then we're out there by like 12:30. We're like, hefty.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Whatever. So,
but Spice Girls.
Fun fact of the day.
If you're going to be my lover.
Read it.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the words.
You don't know
the words? No, I just know that part. 2006, Spice Girls released Wannabe was the name of the album.
Yeah.
And that was... It's crazy that it's really only 14 years.
No. Shit, it was 1996.
Oh, is it? Okay, there you go. Because I was like, wait, it's got to be longer than that.
It was 24 years ago. You feel old yet? Because, no bullshit. Think about that. What? What are you going to do? You're going to play it? You can't play it.
No, I was trying to find my wine fairies because now I'm going to my feel good.
Oh, well, why are you doing that?
Am I going to my feel good? Because it feels good.
So Beth's got a feel good.
I did put it on the website, so I'm not going to bother with it now. Yeah, but it was cute. It's these group of girls and their daughters in the neighborhood they're calling themselves fairies.
Okay.
And it's wine fairies, and they're putting together baskets of wine and beer and snacks, and they're randomly dropping it off at their neighbor's house.
They're running.
Yeah, they're door dinging. Yeah. Dinging and dashing or whatever it's called.
Where you hit the doorbell and you
run off and you open the door. And if anybody wants to leave me a wine package on my front door, I invite you to.
She's got plenty of wine.
There's never enough wine.
Got a stock. You guys could all come over and hang out.
There's never enough wine. But I thought it was really cool. It was cute.
Like 20 of you guys could. So
yeah,
absolutely. So
I thought the wine fairies was
I just wanted
to
bring up a quick history kind of thing. I named this one the Dog Days of Summer because we're actually
in the Dog Days of
Summer. So real quick,
school goes back in less than a month. Or a little over a month. I think they said on the news here in Texas.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know.
Well, right now they're still saying the kids are going back to school here. They're going to give you an option. You can either have them stay home or they can go to school. If they go to school, they have to wear masks.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I was a parent, it'd be a very difficult choice.
I know.
Either way to make. So, but that's interesting. So, History 101. So, the Dog Days of Summer fall between July 3rd and August 11th. And it's when the sun occupies the same region as Sirius.
Who's Sirius?
Sirius is the brightest star. Thank you for asking. Is the brightest star, which is part of Canis Major.
Okay.
Which is the greater dog or dog star.
Oh, that's probably my favorite star now.
Right? So there's some more history out there. You can go read it. I posted it out just to kind of throw something out there. It's like, holy shit, we need to talk and think about other things. But you have to say that you did learn something here today.
We were a little informative.
Yeah. It's fucking Spice Girl Day.
Spice Girl.
It's Spice Girl Day. So with that, we'll wrap up for tonight. It's been almost 45 minutes, but thank you guys so much for joining in the Bars Open with Beth and Greg.
We love hanging out with you guys, so
Ian,
thank you.
Come get a beer.
Happy birthday,
Ian, dude. Cheers, Evan. Thanks to military, first responders, frontline folks, all of you guys for everything you do. Without you guys, none of this shit's possible. So have a good night. Take care. We'll catch you Saturday. And stay cool because it's going to be hot as shit.
105
Cheers,
on
guys.
Monday. Cheers.